Hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Lean Global Connection, this 2025 edition. And we're going to have a great 24-hour experience today. I'm Christopher Thompson, your host and event coordinator. And I will be here during this 24-hour event, helping out, being the host throughout each session, and helping keeping the time as a big timekeeper of this event. So I really hope everybody can enjoy this moment with us. I'm a director here at the Lean Institute Brazil, and I'm also a member of the executive committee of the Lean Global Network. So we welcome you to this event. Some stats about this event. We have a 24-hour live broadcast. And just checking out speakers and hosts, we are at this moment, we're above already 200 people. So 219 speakers and hosts are willing and sharing, being volunteers to tell their stories and their cases to us. So please enjoy this moment with them. I also checked out the attendees yesterday. So obviously these numbers continue going up. We have at this moment more than 7,000 registered attendees for this edition from 115 countries. And I hope here on the interactive map that you can see yourself, you will find yourself in your city. You should be represented there. So we are really happy with this possibility of getting so many countries, cities, cultures connected around the theme about Lean. And I will now call on stage the content coordinator, Roberto Priolo, my partner, for making this event possible. So thank you, Priolo, for joining us today.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are. It's great to be here again. 5 years, I can hardly believe that. It's 5th edition, so it's very exciting. It's always a wonderful challenge to put together this event content-wise. There is so much going on in the world with lean thinking and practice. And we have to make some choices. Still, we give you more than 100 sessions. I would like to talk to you briefly about this year's theme, which is rethinking leadership. And the reason we decided to talk about this is that, as you well know, we have a world in turmoil. And I believe that if you look at the sign behind me on this side, it's kind of like representative of what we would like to communicate to you all this year. And the fact that in the face of all these problems, we really believe that organizations around the world have two choices. On the one hand, they can stick to stale, outdated, obsolete management approaches. On the other hand, they can select and embrace lean thinking. And what we do really believe is that lean gives a way for organizations to deal both with the pressing issues that they have every day without losing sight of the long-term strategy and needs of the organization. And which is really what we need, when you have a world that throws all kinds of problems at you, but also, a long-term plan that you want to follow. So with that in mind, we also believe that leadership has a huge role to play within this challenge. And that's why we are giving this theme to the event, the idea of rethinking leadership and understanding, and Jim is going to be talking about this really shortly, understanding that really what lean allows us to do is to make everyone in the organization a leader. And that's really what we mean when we say rethinking leadership. So I would like to take this few minutes that we have to take you through a whirlwind tour of the content that we have this year. So I would like to ask some friends of mine from across the Lean Global Network to help me with that. So I would like to start by calling Meja Goodman from Boston onto the stage. There she is. Hello, Meja.
Hi, Roberto. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So
Meja,
I would like to ask you to take us through some of the content that we can expect from North America.
Sure. I'll share just a couple things because I know we have a lot to share around the world.
Right.
I get to introduce the North American speakers, a lot of them in just a few hours, actually. But some of the top inspirational leaders and executives are Marsha Bray from GE Appliances, Meredith Bell, he's the former CEO of AutoRabbit, and Mike Chaput from Ensight.
That's fantastic. And we also have some of the gurus, right, on the executive stage. That's the big news this year.
Of course, we have some gurus. We've got Jim Womack. He'll be here in just a few minutes. And then over the next 24 hours, we get to hear not once but twice from John Shook. He's presenting with both Rachel Reuter and Margie Hagney, who are both lean rock stars in their own right. Let's see, who else? Jose Farrow and Mark Reich are going to talk about the connection between their two recent publications, Daily Management and Hoshin Kanri. And let's see.
That goes right for what we're talking about this year, the theme of this year's event. So that's great. What else?
Yeah, 100%. What else? Okay, let's see. We've got people growth and process excellence, connecting those two things together. That's what Robert Martichenko and Matt Melrose will be talking about. And I don't want to forget our wise friends from the north. From Canada, we've got two great presentations. Pierre-Paul Riopel, he's the CEO of Novavilia, and Philippe Deslandes is from the corporation that runs the bridges of not Madison County, but the city of Montreal. So that's coming up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Meja. And you will be presenting on the executive stage in a few hours' time. So people will see a lot more of you in the coming hours. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you later.
Thank you. Happy LGC.
Thank you. I would like to now call my good friend Mirwan from Indonesia. There he is. Hi, Mirwan. We just need unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Roberto. Thank you for having me.
How are you? Good to see you, my friend.
Good.
Fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit about the content from Asia Pacific, please?
Yeah, actually from Indonesia, we have 3 stories from the mining industry. We use the LTF and A3 from HAL Indonesia. In executive state, we have Pak Basuki from Garuda Food. We'll share how they simplify complexity with lean thinking.
That's great. And what about other countries in the region? There are quite a few.
Yeah, we have speakers from Iran, Vietnam, Singapore, Australia, New Zealand, China, and South Korea.
Wow, that's great. Iran, I mean, that's a first for the LGC. I mean, I love when it goes beyond politics, beyond national cultures. It's a language that we can all speak. That's amazing to me. Tell us a little bit about the highlights from these countries, please.
Yeah, we have the story from footwear company BT from Vietnam. We're talking about integration lean manufacturing with people happiness. Our Chinese friends will talk about the LPPD, share from the XQuell and Rockwell automation.
That's
Michael from Singapore will talk about adapting lean leadership and company unique reality. Australia will bring us a senior leader panel discussion and share the case study from engineering company and hospital. My friend Tony from Australia also will share his experience in Toyota for 10 years. And we have also have Nigel Dalton from New Zealand exploring what the adoption of AI means for lean leaders.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much, Mirwan. I look forward to the presentation from Indonesia, and I will see you soon. Thank you, my friend.
Thanks.
So next, I believe, Chris, you have someone there in the studio that I would like to call.
Sure.
Roberta from Lean Institute Brazil.
Okay, she's here. Come, Pisucci.
Hi,
everyone. Hi from Brazil.
How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Friolo. I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about the content from Brazil, Roberta?
Sure. So starting with us, we have at the executive stage, Gustavo Azevedo, who will tell us a little bit about the role lean leadership plays in a transformation for the construction industry. Then we'll go straight to healthcare with Dr. Fred Pinto, and he will give us some tips and insights about how to manage and navigate complex healthcare systems. And then we go to digital with Cesar Gon, telling us how CI&T is working with AI and experimenting and innovating in all the ways.
That's fantastic. And that's quite the lineup. Can you tell us a little bit about the rest of the South American continent? What can we expect from Argentina, Chile, Colombia?
Sure. First off, I almost forgot to say that we have our very own agribusiness team, Bruno Battaglia and Agnes Zantal. Yes, they'll be on the parallel sessions, and they'll talk about how to bring lean thinking to farming. So that's a new thing. And
right.
then we have all the institutes here from Latin America and South America. We have Argentina with Dr. Javier Sala. He will make us think a little bit more about the roles we play as leaders. So rethink how we do problem solving and then system designing. Then we have Maria Jose Cortines from Ramondin. She will talk about a transformation rooted in combining the use of daily management and Hoshin Kanri. Then we go to Chile, who who bring us two presentations from Elecmental. The first one will be on LPPD, and the second one will focus on strategy deployment. They will also bring us Walpen, which is a transport company, and they'll talk about how lean transformation can also be a big personal fulfillment goal.
Right.
Bring a personal fulfillment goal. And finally, but definitely not least, we have our friends from Colombia. They will talk about the work they are doing with Brazilian airline company Gol, which you have a little bit to talk about it too. Awesome. And then they'll bring us some news on lean in hospitality with the Zuana Hotel story. And GHC will tell us how they boosted their work in flower export operations with using lean principles. So that's just a little bit.
Thank you. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Happy LGC.
Thanks. Stay there.
Bye.
Priolo?
Yes.
Just time-wise, I'm sorry, but we are getting to a point. I know that Womack and Josh, they're waiting us to start their session. So do you want to call somebody just to say hello?
Yeah, just quickly, can we have like Chepo and Elsa here, just on this session, please? Chepo from South Africa and Elsa here in Barcelona, please.
Hi, Roberto.
Hi, Chepo. How are you? Hi, Elsa.
I'm good. Great to be here and excited to be part of the LGC again.
Thank you very much. I know we're running super late, so I'm just going to ask you, there's so much going on from Africa. It's the biggest representation from Africa that we have in a LGC ever. So I'm very excited about that. Give me a couple of things really quickly, Chepo, the two things that you're most looking forward to.
All right. I think in the next hour or so, we'll start with Ben. He's one of our director. He'll be just going over some experience implementing lean on the continent. Tomorrow on the exec stage, we've got CEO of the Western Cape Blood Services, Greg Belez, speaking about, transforming that, non-profit, which they are. And we also have Mauritius tomorrow, the ER Hospitality Group and software company, Ikera. So those are some of the great examples that will be joining us.
Thank you so much. And we also have two stories from Nigeria this year and one from Somalia. So I'm very excited about so much representation from Africa. Thank you, Chepo. Sorry to have to go really quickly. And finally, Elsa, you have the hardest task of everyone because from Europe, we have a million sessions. So just give me a couple of things that you're really looking forward to, please.
Yes. So what I'm most looking forward to is this enormous variety of content this year from Europe. So we're very proud. We have a lot of hospitality, hospitals too, a really interesting omelette restaurant in Amsterdam, and also a little bit of lean and AI with Theodore. And so I think it will be very interesting.
It will be very interesting. That's fantastic. Thank you guys for being here with us. I want to remind everybody there is a lot of choice. Like Chris said, you can go into the agenda, select the things you want to watch. Happy LGC, everybody. Sorry, Jim, for running late. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Well, anyway, we're closing here the opening. I will say thank you from everybody here from the opening. Please move now to the next session. We will have on the executive stage, we have Jim Womack, we have Josh here on the executive stage, and welcome, and please take us on for these next 40 minutes, and I will see you soon.